understanding the unexpected clues of aging through diet. Let's begin with a discovery that wasn't supposed to be one. During one of our long-term nutrition studies on aging populations, we weren't intentionally tracking the typical symptoms many older adults silently endure, like tingling fingers, legs that tire too fast, or knees that wobble. Instead, our goal was more conventional. Observe dietary quality, muscle mass retention, and inflammation over time. Yet what we found offered a window into something deeper and possibly transformative. Participants who consistently consumed more whole plant foods, especially specific fruits, reported fewer of those vague but nagging complaints we often dismiss as just getting old. You know the ones. Numb fingertips, instability while walking, or difficulty climbing stairs. These weren't side notes in our data. They stood out as patterns. Clues. Now, it's important to clarify up front. No single fruit is a miracle cure, and no diet is a magic bullet. But these patterns pushed us to ask new questions. What if diet plays a more direct role in structural decline than we thought? What if what we interpret as inevitable aging is, in part, a slow nutritional erosion? Here's where collagen enters the story, not as a trendy buzzword or cosmetic obsession, but as a biological foundation. Yes, collagen supports youthful skin, but far more crucially, it reinforces your joints, blood vessels, and nerves. After the age of 60, your body's natural collagen production drops significantly. This isn't just a vanity issue, it's functional. Weaker collagen leads to reduced tissue elasticity, nerve misfiring, slower recovery, and greater instability in movement. But here's the hopeful part. Your body isn't powerless. It can still manufacture collagen if you give it the right tools. In today's article, we'll explore those tools, especially the overlooked role of certain fruits rich in vitamin C, polyphenol, copper, and zinc. You'll learn how these elements don't just support collagen creation but actively stabilize and protect it. Think of them as the maintenance crew for your body's scaffolding. And these aren't exotic ingredients or expensive superfoods. They're everyday fruits you can find at your local market or grocery store. Berries, citrus, kiwi, apples, and more. With real scientific backing, we'll show you how these foods impact aging, nerve health, strength, and joint integrity. How collagen works and what it needs. Let's get practical. Most people, when they start thinking about collagen, jump immediately to supplements, powders, pills, or trendy bone broths. While these products can help in specific cases, they're only part of the puzzle. Here's why. Even if you flood your body with collagen peptides from outside sources, they still need internal cofactors to be converted into usable collagen. Without the right nutrients, they just pass through the system. This is where certain fruits become the hidden stars. They supply essential building blocks like vitamin C, critical for enzyme activation in collagen synthesis, copper and zinc, required for cross-linking and stabilization, and antioxidants, which protect collagen from breakdown. These nutrients are the unsung heroes, small but vital components that allow your body to take raw amino acids and convert them into structured, usable collagen. Let's take kiwi, for instance. It's more than just a high-C fruit. It contains actinidin, a unique enzyme that supports protein digestion, helping the body access collagen-creating amino acids more effectively. Similarly, pomegranates contain ellagic acid, a polyphenol that reduces oxidative stress and slows collagen degradation, as shown in animal models. This brings us to a new perspective. Fruit is not just a snack. It's a strategy. It's a daily investment in your connective tissue, your blood flow, and your capacity to move without pain. If you're experiencing minor issues like tingling limbs or weakness after a short walk, that's your body waving a flag. It may not be a neurological disease or just aging. It might be a combination of chronic low-grade inflammation and a nutrient deficit affecting collagen integrity. And here's the empowering truth. These issues are modifiable. You're not doomed to gradual decline. Through small but consistent nutritional choices, you can support your body's own collagen production and repair processes. The reframe food as a tool for strength and function. This article isn't just a list of fruits to try, it's a reframe, a shift in how we think about health, aging, and the role food plays in our physical capabilities. We often hear the phrase, getting older isn't for the faint of heart. And yes, aging brings change. But when tingling in your fingers or weakness in your legs starts to affect your daily life, the cause may not be just bad luck or wear and tear. These symptoms often trace back to deeper biological issues, breakdowns in connective tissue, poor circulation, diminished nerve signaling, all linked to collagen health. And here's the good news. You have agency. These conditions are influenced by oxidative stress, nutrient depletion, and inflammation, all of which are heavily impacted by what you eat. That's why this approach is both practical and hopeful. You won't find fear-mongering here. Instead, you'll discover how everyday actions, like adding a fruit to your breakfast or choosing whole produce over packaged snacks, can tip the balance toward resilience. Think about it this way. Every time you eat a handful of berries or slice an orange, you're not just satisfying a craving. You're feeding your internal support system. You're investing in your ability to stand, walk, cook, play, and care for yourself independently. This isn't about perfection. It's about nourishment, function over fear, science over trend. And with that mindset, we can take real steps forward. What exactly is collagen, and why it matters after 60? Let's dig deeper into collagen itself. Collagen is not one substance but a family of proteins that make up about 30% of all the protein in your body. That's enormous. It's found in skin, yes, but more importantly in tendons, ligaments, blood vessel walls, and the protective coating around nerves called the myelin sheath. When collagen declines, all of these systems feel the strain. Your joints lose flexibility. Your vessels become less elastic, affecting blood flow. And perhaps most insidiously, your nerves can begin to misfire. That's when people start experiencing numbness, slow reflexes, or even shooting pains. Think of collagen as the biological glue that holds everything together. It gives strength and structure to tissues under stress, joints that bear weight, nerves that send signals, blood vessels that regulate pressure. When this glue weakens, everything else becomes more vulnerable. And here's the rub. Collagen production begins declining around age 25 to 30, but it drops more dramatically after 60. Unless you actively intervene with the right nutrients and habits, this downward trend accelerates. But you can slow it down, not by fear or obsession, but by feeding your body what it needs to keep producing collagen well into your later decades. And this is where our fruit allies come back in. The research behind vitamin C and collagen in aging adults. Let's talk science. In 2019, a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition examined dietary patterns in aging adults and found a strong link between vitamin C intake from fruits and better muscle strength over time. Why? Because vitamin C isn't just helpful, it's essential. Without it, your body physically cannot synthesize collagen. Your body uses enzymes to stabilize collagen's complex triple helix structure. These enzymes are activated by, you guessed it, vitamin C. That's why vitamin C deficiency leads to scurvy, a disease once common in sailors, which results in weak connective tissue, bleeding gums, and joint pain. It's not an old-timey problem. It's a modern risk for anyone with inadequate fruit and vegetable intake, especially older adults. Another study, published in Nutrients in 2022, found that lower fruit and vegetable intake was directly linked to higher markers of nerve damage and vascular dysfunction in seniors. Translation: fewer fruits meant more tingling, numbness, and poor circulation. This is not coincidence, it's physiology. The body needs consistent, steady access to the right nutrients. Not mega doses once in a while, but daily support. So, if you're reaching for powdered supplements but ignoring the fruit bowl, it might be time to flip that script. Why collagen supplements aren't enough without the right nutrients. Powdered collagen supplements are everywhere. Scooped into smoothies, stirred into coffee, or baked into protein bars. For many, these products feel like a shortcut to healthier joints, skin, and muscles. But here's what the marketing doesn't always explain. Collagen supplements don't work in isolation. Once you ingest a collagen peptide supplement, your body doesn't absorb it whole. Instead, it breaks it down into amino acids, which are then used if and only if the right conutrients are available. Without sufficient vitamin C, copper, zinc, and specific amino acids from your diet, Your body simply can't transform these raw materials into usable, structured collagen. That's where fruit becomes more than healthy dessert. Real, vibrant fruit is a strategic delivery system for the enzymes, cofactors, and antioxidants that actually support the production and maintenance of collagen. Let's take kiwi again. Beyond its high vitamin C content, kiwi contains actinidin, a proteolytic enzyme that helps your body break down and absorb proteins. Yes, including those amino acids needed to build collagen. It's a two-for-one fruit, both a builder and a booster. Then consider pomegranates, which are high in ellagic acid, a potent antioxidant compound. Animal studies suggest that ellagic acid can reduce collagen breakdown by lowering oxidative stress, one of the primary forces that degrades structural proteins over time. In other words, fruit is not just fuel. It's function. It's the biochemical scaffolding your body needs to rebuild itself. And if you've ever felt unexplained weakness or numbness, it may not be a neurological condition. It may be a subtle sign that your internal structure is struggling and that collagen support is lacking. The shift from sweet to strategic. How to think differently about fruit. Let's reframe fruit, not as a sugary treat, but as a strategic ally in preserving your mobility, independence, and daily function. Think about this. Tingling in your hands when you type, muscle fatigue after a short walk, knees that wobble as you rise from a chair. These aren't just senior moments. They're biofeedback signals. They could be telling you that your connective tissue, your nerve insulation, and your circulation systems are under stress and not getting the support they need. That's not about fear. It's about function. We're not saying that fruit will magically cure neuropathy or reverse aging. But we are saying that the nutrients in specific fruits provide your body with tools it desperately needs to stabilize collagen and reduce the damage caused by oxidation and inflammation. So, what if your morning handful of berries isn't just a snack, but a defense strategy? What if adding citrus slices to your salad helps your body send stronger signals to your limbs? What if that small change reduces the frequency of, "Why does my leg feel like this?" moments? This is not about cutting things out. It's about bringing in what your body recognizes, uses, and appreciates. That's how you support your muscles, joints, nerves, and circulation, not through restriction, but through deliberate nourishment. The collagen factory inside your body. Here's a truth you may not hear from supplement companies. Your body is the best collagen factory on earth. Every single day, even into your 70s or 80s, it is capable of producing collagen, if you give it the raw materials it needs. You don't need to import collagen from animals or expensive powders. You already have the machinery, you just need to fuel the engine. The process of collagen synthesis is complex but beautiful. Think of it like building a strong, flexible house. The bricks are amino acids like glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. But to turn those bricks into walls, floors, and beams, you also need tools, scaffolding, and glue. That's where vitamin C, copper, and zinc come in. Without enough of these nutrients, your body either builds weak collagen or doesn't build any at all. That's when tissues break down. When blood vessels lose elasticity, joints feel stiff, skin becomes fragile, and nerves misfire. So why focus on fruit? Because it delivers multiple cofactors simultaneously in bioavailable forms your body understands. Guava, for example, contains more vitamin C per gram than any other fruit. Just one guava can supply over 250% of your daily C needs. It's a collagen-building powerhouse, yet it's often overlooked. Similarly, acerola cherries and kiwi outpace oranges in vitamin C density, and when eaten fresh and regularly, they can change the trajectory of your connective tissue health. This is why consistency matters more than quantity. A single high-dose vitamin C tablet can't replace daily fruit intake. You need a rhythm, not a spike. The essential roles of zinc and copper in collagen synthesis. If vitamin C gets most of the spotlight, zinc and copper are the backstage heroes of collagen production. Let's start with zinc. This mineral activates enzymes involved in collagen remodeling, the ongoing process of breaking down old or damaged collagen and replacing it with new, functional fibers. Zinc essentially ensures your collagen system is in a state of dynamic repair, not stagnation. Where can you get it? While nuts and seeds are good sources, some fruits quietly contribute as well. Blackberries and elderberries contain small but meaningful amounts of zinc, along with polyphenol that improve its absorption. Now let's talk about copper, another essential trace mineral. Copper supports an enzyme called lysyl oxidase, which is responsible for cross-linking collagen and elastin. This cross-linking gives tissues both stretch and strength, a vital combination for joints, skin, blood vessels, and even nerve insulation. Fruits like avocados, yes, they're a fruit, and dried apricots contribute small but steady doses of copper. While we often associate copper with meats or shellfish, plant-based sources matter, especially in a fruit-forward strategy. Together, zinc and copper form part of the hidden architecture behind your body's internal scaffolding. When they're lacking, collagen becomes weaker, thinner, and more prone to breakdown. Over time, this leads to joint stiffness, slower recovery from exercise, and fragile skin or blood vessels. And once again, fruit helps close the gap. Turning fruit into habits, not just meals. Nutrition isn't just biochemistry, it's behavior. You can know everything about collagen, zinc, and vitamin C, but if you don't build habits around them, your body won't reap the benefits. In nutrition science, we often say, the best diet is the one you can stick to. The same goes for collagen support. You don't need to hit perfect vitamin targets every single day. What you need is a pattern, a reliable rhythm of nourishing choices that add up over time. That's where fruit can shine. Fruit is easy to integrate into routines. It doesn't require cooking or elaborate preparation. A bowl of fresh berries with hemp seeds, or a few slices of citrus in your salad, or apple slices dipped in almond butter. Each is a small step toward collagen preservation. And the science supports this. A 2020 study in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging found that older adults who ate at least 2 servings of fruit daily had better grip strength and walking speed. 2 powerful indicators of functional aging compared to those who didn't. That's not just about vitamins. That's mobility. That's independence. So think less about the perfect superfood and more about building simple rituals. Morning fruit bowls, midday smoothies, evening snacks with purpose. These are not diets. They are signals to your body that you are supporting it. Over time, those signals create structural resilience that you can feel in your knees, your back, your hands, and your energy. Oxidative stress, the quiet destroyer of collagen. Now that we've covered how collagen is built, let's talk about how it's broken down, often without you knowing it. One of the most destructive forces affecting collagen integrity is oxidative stress. Think of this as your body's version of internal rust. Every time you breathe, eat, digest, or move, your body produces free radicals, unstable molecules that, in small amounts, serve a purpose. They help signal repair and protect against pathogens. But when they build up in excess, especially as we age, they become a threat. This buildup, when your body's antioxidant defenses can't keep pace, is called oxidative stress. It quietly damages proteins, lipids, DNA, and yes, collagen fibers. What does that mean for you? It means stiffer joints, less elastic skin, weaker blood vessels, and vulnerable nerves. This manifests as the things we often call just getting older. Slower recovery, creaky movement, tingling limbs, or unexplained fatigue. But this isn't fate. It's modifiable. Oxidative stress is fueled by 1. Smoking or secondhand smoke. 2. Chronic inflammation. 3. Excessive intake of sugar and ultra-processed foods. 4. Sedentary lifestyle. 5. Environmental toxins. And it accelerates collagen fragmentation, making it brittle and dysfunctional. So if you want to preserve your body's structural integrity, fighting oxidative stress is key. And your greatest allies? Colorful, antioxidant-rich fruits. Tart cherries and blueberries. Antioxidation in action. Let's get specific. Certain fruits aren't just healthy, they're powerfully protective when it comes to oxidative stress. Take tart cherries. These small, ruby-red fruits contain a group of compounds called anthocyanins, deeply pigmented antioxidants that have been shown to reduce inflammation and oxidative damage in both athletes and older adults. In a 2018 randomized trial, Older women who consumed tart cherry juice daily for 12 weeks experienced lower inflammatory markers and improved physical performance. These aren't marginal gains, they're the kind that translate to better balance, easier movement, and fewer falls. Blueberries, another antioxidant superstar, have earned their reputation for a reason. Rich in polyphenol, especially flavonoids, blueberries help neutralize free radicals and protect blood vessels, nerves, and connective tissue. A 2020 meta-analysis published in Nutrients found that regular blueberry intake significantly improved vascular function in older adults. Why does that matter for collagen? Because collagen is a major component of arteries and capillaries. When your blood vessels weaken, circulation suffers, and tissues, including nerves and joints, receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients. In short, more blueberries equals stronger vessels equals better collagen support. These fruits aren't fringe recommendations. They're foundational tools that help preserve the internal scaffolding that keeps you steady and capable. Citrus fruits and their multidimensional benefits. When people think about vitamin C, they often think of oranges, but citrus fruits offer more than just this classic nutrient. Let's explore a powerful flavonoid found in citrus, hesperidin. This compound doesn't just support collagen synthesis by enhancing vitamin C absorption. It also protects blood vessels and reduces oxidative injury. In one study on adults with metabolic syndrome, a condition tied to poor circulation and inflammation, hesperidin supplementation significantly improved endothelial function, or the ability of blood vessels to dilate and respond to pressure. This matters because collagen lines your blood vessels. If the vessel walls weaken, it's often due to degraded or insufficient collagen. Citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruit, lemons, and tangerines combine vitamin C, hesperidin, fiber, and hydration, all in one package. These elements don't work in isolation. They create a nutrient matrix that supports collagen from multiple angles. You could take a hesperidin supplement, but whole citrus fruits bring synergy, a mix of antioxidants, enzymes, and fiber that no pill can replicate. And this leads to a larger truth in nutritional science. Whole fruits deliver more than the sum of their parts. The power of synergy and the behavior behind it. Let's talk about something less clinical but just as important. Behavior. There's something uniquely powerful about the act of eating fruit. Something visceral, simple, and consistent. A fruit bowl on your table isn't just nourishment. It's a visual cue. A signal to your nervous system that health is a priority. This isn't just romantic thinking. There's real science here. Consistent consumption of antioxidant-rich fruits helps reduce systemic inflammation, support vascular elasticity, promote better nutrient absorption, regulate immune signaling. But more than that, it creates a behavioral feedback loop. Each time you reach for cherries over a cookie, or blend blueberries into a smoothie instead of drinking a sugary beverage, you reinforce a habit. Over time, that habit reshapes not just your biology but your identity. And these habits compound. A fruit salad becomes a ritual. A handful of berries with yogurt becomes a morning must. These behaviors build resilience not just in your tissues, but in your lifestyle. Small choices, consistently made, yield powerful biological outcomes. That's how you fight oxidative stress. Not through drastic diets or trendy supplements, but by choosing antioxidant-rich fruits again and again with intention. A gut check. Your microbiome's role in collagen support. We've talked about how fruit supports collagen synthesis and protects against its breakdown. But here's a third layer, your gut. Even if you're eating all the right fruits, your body's ability to absorb and utilize those nutrients depends on your gut microbiome, the ecosystem of trillions of bacteria living in your digestive tract. Here's a critical truth. You are not what you eat. You are what you absorb. In a 2021 review published in Frontiers in Nutrition, researchers explored how gut dysbiosis, an imbalanced microbiome, affects the absorption of key collagen-related nutrients, including vitamin C, zinc, and copper. They found that microbial imbalances could impair the transport and activation of these nutrients, meaning that even a perfect diet might fall short if your microbiome isn't healthy. This is where fiber-rich fruits play a critical role. They feed your good gut bacteria, helping you extract and convert the micronutrients you consume into usable building blocks. Fruits like bananas, especially when slightly underripe, contain resistant starch, a prebiotic fiber that fuels beneficial microbes. These bacteria then produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which support the gut lining, reduce systemic inflammation, enhance nutrient absorption, and don't overlook apples. The skin is rich in pectin, a soluble fiber that acts like scaffolding for your gut. A 2020 trial found that people who ate 2 apples a day saw increases in Akkermansia, a bacterial species linked to better metabolic health and stronger gut barrier function. When your gut lining is healthy, your absorption improves. When your absorption improves, your collagen-building tools are fully activated. So the takeaway here isn't just eat fruit. It's nourish your gut, because your gut is the gateway to structural integrity throughout your body. Gut function and nutrient absorption, more than digestion. You could be eating all the right collagen-building foods, guava, kiwi, berries, citrus, but if your gut microbiome is off balance, your body may not absorb or utilize these nutrients as effectively as you think. This is a critical piece many people overlook. Collagen support is not just about what you eat, it's about how your gut handles it. Your gut lining, particularly the small intestine, is where most micronutrients are absorbed. But it's also a complex interface where your immune system meets the outside world. If it's inflamed, leaky, or dysfunctional, key nutrients like vitamin C, zinc, and copper may pass right through unused. This brings us to your gut microbiome, a vast population of bacteria, fungi, and microbes that directly influence nutrient metabolism, inflammation, and even collagen signaling. A 2021 review in Frontiers in Nutrition showed that microbial imbalances, called dysbiosis, can disrupt absorption of collagen cofactors, interfere with collagen amino acid recycling, elevate systemic inflammation, accelerating collagen breakdown. So it's not enough to focus on collagen-rich or vitamin-packed foods. You also need to feed your microbiome, making sure those helpful bacteria can assist in digestion, absorption, and immune modulation. And how do you do that? Fruit, specifically prebiotic fiber-rich fruit. 3 gut-loving fruits that boost collagen indirectly. Let's look at 3 everyday fruits that support both your microbiome and your collagen, indirectly but powerfully. 1. Bananas. Especially when slightly underripe, greenish, bananas are rich in resistant starch, a form of prebiotic fiber that ferments slowly in the gut and feeds beneficial bacteria. These bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which reduce inflammation in the gut lining, support immune tolerance, and improve nutrient absorption. This means more bioavailable vitamin C, copper, and zinc, the critical cofactors for collagen formation. A banana a day might not seem revolutionary, but when it's helping your gut do its job, it's enabling every other part of your collagen-building system to function better. 2. Apples with skin. Apple skin contains pectin, a gel-forming soluble fiber that not only lowers cholesterol, but also serves as structural food for gut microbes. One 2020 clinical trial published in Gut Microbes found that daily apple intake increased Akkermansia mucinifera, a bacterial species linked to stronger gut barrier function and better metabolic health. The stronger your gut lining, the more efficiently you absorb micronutrients, and the less systemic inflammation you generate. Less inflammation equals slower collagen degradation. 3. Pineapple. Pineapple contains bromelain, a natural enzyme with anti-inflammatory and digestive benefits. While more research is needed, early studies suggest bromelain may aid in protein digestion, reduce gut-related inflammation, enhance nutrient bioavailability. And remember, collagen is a protein. Your body needs to digest and absorb amino acids before it can rebuild tissues. Bromelain might help streamline that process. So while pineapple may not directly build collagen, it may help your body access what it needs to do the job well. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because your body deserves more than survival. It deserves strength, steadiness, and the freedom to move through life, one fruit at a time.